Okay, so let's write in a happy birthday program today. So let me just name this as happy. I'm not going to write the whole thing, just writing happy. Okay, so I'm renaming it. Now let's start writing the code. So at first I'd like to say print hi there, or just hi. And then in the next line I'm going to write in print what is your name. Okay, so let's go down one more line, and this time we want the user to input their name, so we'll have to call in the input function. So let's just call name equals to input. There you go. So they'll be able to put in the name, and right after that let's go to the next line and write in print hi. Oh, we already said hi, so let's just write in nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Plus name. Okay, at this point I'm just going to check in hi. It says nice to meet you, hi. So you see there is no space in between them, so I'm just going to add in a space. There you go. It's done. Okay, so we have a really nice to meet you and everything else is here. Now we want the happy birthday to be for a specific person. Not everyone can see the happy birthday, only that specific person can see the happy birthday, as this is going to be a really small code for a birthday present. So let's just write an if name is equals to, let's just say the person's name is Sam. So if we write in Sam, it's going to say if the name is Sam, print happy birthday Sam. Okay, and if the name isn't Sam, else print thank you, but I have no present for a random person. There, and the program will end here. So this is the short program that we have written. Now let's test it out. Let me just run the program. We can run it. Let's just run it. There you go. Hi, what is your name? Let's just put in the name. For example, let's put in my name first. Okay, enter. It says nice to meet you, and then you can see that the error in code is here. So here name Sam is not defined. Okay, so Sam is supposed to be a string, but I did not put the string marks in. Okay, that's clear. This is hi, what is your name? Let's just write in my name this time. That says nice to meet you, Zisan. Thank you, but I have no present for a random person. Now let's just run the code one more time, and this time we're going to put in the name Sam. It says what's the name? It says Sam. Nice to meet you, Sam. Happy birthday, Sam. Okay, so we have written a happy birthday program for Sam. Okay, so up until now we have written the happy birthday program for Sam, and we can see that it is running smoothly. But the problem is Sam may or may not know how to run Python code, or may not have the notebook or something like that. In that case, how are we going to deliver this to Sam? We'll have to turn it into an executable program so that Sam can just double click on the program application icon, and then the program will run for itself. So to do that, what we're going to do is first I'll just download it as in .py Python program. There you go, .py, and happy has been downloaded. So I'll just go to my downloads folder, and I can see that happy is there. Now I'll just create a new folder. Let's say happy birthday for Sam. I'll just call that. Okay, now I'm putting in happy inside there. There you go. Before we can move on further, you need to have the pip installed. So to install pip, you just need to call in the command prompt and we need to run it as administrator. Alright, done. Now type in pip and then hit enter to install pip. Since I already have pip installed, I'm not installing it again. Okay, so after installing pip, what we're going to do is we're going to come into the folder where we have our code, and then click on the command line there and type in cmd and hit enter, and the command prompt for this directory is going to open up. There you go. Okay. Now here we're going to write in pip space install and then write in py installer. Hit enter. This may take some time, so we have to be patient. And it's done. Now we're going to write a line of code to save our code as an executable program. So to do that, we're going to write in py installer and then give 2 dashes and write in one file, because we want the executable file to be in one file. Okay, and then give it a space and put in the name of the program that you wrote. So that is going to be happy.py. Now we're going to hit enter, and it will begin the work to turn our little Python code into an executable program. And this may take a while, so we need to be patient, but since this is a really small code, it's not going to take that much long. But if you are making a game or something like that, then it may take up to a lot of time. Okay. So let me just fast forward it to when it's done. Okay. Okay, so it has completed successfully. So I'll just close the command prompt now, do a little refresh. Now inside the dist, we're going to find in the executable program, but we don't want that in the dist because Sam won't be able to find it inside the dist. So what I'm going to do is go to dist and bring it back to Happy Birthday Sam folder. There you go. Now this is the code. So this is our Python code, the Python file, and this is the executable file. There you go. So I'm just going to do a double click on it. There it says, hi, what is your name? Now we're going to write in Sam, and I'm just going to close. It's closing because the program runs itself, writes what needs to be written, and then it closes. So that is the problem here. Okay, so if I were to write in someone else's name, like what is your name, it's still going to run all the code and then it's going to end. So the problem is it is ending too quickly. Now we don't want it to end too quickly, right? We want the user to read what is being displayed there. So in order to do that, we're going to have to edit the code. Okay, there you go. Let's just delete everything because we don't need it. Good. We go back here. Now, right after that, we're going to put in a while. Okay. Let's just say, instead of giving a full while, let's say j equals to something, while true. Print program has ended. There you go. And right after that, we give in j is equal to input. Now, if j equals to n, right, Okay, let's just run it one time to see if there are any problems or not. Let's see, syntax error. Program has ended, so I forgot to give him the quotation marks once again. This is a recurring problem with me. Okay, now let's run the code. Hi, what is your name? Sam. Assuming happy birthday, program has ended, and if I write n, it says n is not defined. Okay, so n, I forgot to give him quotation marks once again. So again, let's write in Sam. The program has ended, and the program will end. And if someone writes in something else other than n, for example y, program has ended, program has ended, program has ended, that's just going to keep on, the loop is going to keep on continuing. So if someone writes in n and then hit enter, then the program is going to close. So I think we have fixed the problem that was occurring. So we'll just going to download it as .py. Okay, we've downloaded it. Let's go back out, put in happy here again. Okay, and we're going to do the same steps. cmd, write in pip, install, PyInstaller, hit enter. Okay, now we're going to write in PyInstaller, one file, and the name of the file. Py, hit enter. Okay, it's done. Now let's go to the dist, bring it out here. Now we're going to run it. There you go. Let's put in Sam. It says, nice to meet you, Sam. Happy birthday, Sam. Program has ended. If I hit and enter, the program will end. Now again, let's put in my name, for example. Hit enter. It says, thank you, but I have no present for a random person. Program has ended. If I give Y, it will keep on saying program has ended. If I give N and hit enter, the program is going to close. Now, what you can do is just give this folder happy birthday for Sam, or you can rename the name of the folder and then give it to your friend Sam to a flash drive or to Google Drive. But remember that an executable folder is hard to be delivered to Google Drive or mail because Google actually sees the executable program as a virus because the executable program is not registered. It's something that we made. It's custom made, so it is not a registered program. Alright, so that is how you can write a happy birthday message for your friends and family and then turn it into an executable program to deliver it to them and say a special happy birthday message. Alright, so that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you got to learn something new. If you have found the video to be useful, please like and consider subscribing to the channel, as it will enable me to make more videos like this one. Thank you.